is going to be full. April is a pink moon, and it's actually a micro moon. The moon should appear smaller than normal, which is kind of interesting. Apparently because it's further away. And if you don't know, the moon does not actually travel on a perfect circle around the Earth. Rather, it is on a kind of ellipsis. And this should be pretty spectacular. So I gotta make my way out of town here. It is Coachella. I am not going to Coachella because Coachella is too expensive, has too much traffic, and frankly, it's kind of lame. But instead, I'm going to go see the moon here from the best possible vantage point that I can get. And hopefully I can get my shot, because like anybody knows me knows I enjoy my photography. And I was like, nah, I'm not staying around and watching whatever the new Lord of the Rings prequel is, which seems kind of interesting. But I'm going to go do this. So it's quite beautiful today. It was really hot today again. I didn't have my vehicle for most of the day, dealing with some car AC issues, and I'm hoping those are resolved. But in the meantime, got the top open, and I got to hit the highway. Got the light on the mountains. I think moonrise is supposed to be like 7:17. And it should come like just after sunset. And like I should have a commanding view. So the sun should go down. It's already behind the mountains. And then the moon should come up. I think that's Elon the college. Because they have a USC alumni, but maybe not. Maybe it's got something to do with Elon Musk. And I mean, people are getting out of their Teslas like left and right. Like I think I read that it's the #1 car right now for trade-in. So if you got a Tesla, just get rid of that. Just get rid of it. There's other good options out there in the EV market. My fellow alumni member, just get rid of it. You know, don't support the oligarchy. And I know I can like whip some Tesla with my little 2-liter. There's another one, man. Where all these Teslas come from? Got the clouds going. I don't know. It was kind of like weird tropical humid today almost. Like, yes, like the last couple of days have been dry heat, but then today it was like humid. They're making the dash do the same. I don't know. I heard Lady Gaga was pretty good, but she wouldn't let the LA Times even photograph her. I mean, I guess that's when you know you're really like made it. When you're like, no, like not even like, you know, the major newspaper can get your photograph at Coachella. Event parking, not that event though. Yeah, it's running pretty good. It should just pop up. Rolling. Get a little bit of cool going. And if you know Coachella Valley, you know where I'm at. One of the largest, coolest things to do here is on the left side. No, tonight is the pink moon. Get freshy. Tonight is the pink moon. It is the moon. April is the pink moon. It has nothing to do with Drake. I'll be honest, like somebody the other day in my presence was like, oh, I like Drake. And like everybody just kind of laughed at him. They were like, nah. And I mean, I would say that there wasn't like a song or two of Drake's that I liked, but I'm not a fan of Drake like that. Like, I mean, I'm first person to admit that I have a lunar obsession. I'm like always interested in anything night sky, meteor showers, eclipses, full moons. When there's no moon, the stars come out. And if you're ever on the open highway, reminder, use turnouts. I did not see Bernie today because I am not in Los Angeles. And like, I love me some AOC, but like Bernie's getting a little bit old, to be honest. And I mean, like, instead of the Ocotillo flowers, maybe Kid Freshie can like sing Pink Moon by Nick Drake for us. A track. Got the Ocotillos again. Boom. Visible in like another 10, maybe 15 minutes. Money? I think that was just money flying. A lucky dollar bill or something. It's been hot all day. The wind actually up here kind of is nice and cool. There's some beautiful areas out here. Interesting cloud formations today. Photography is a waiting game. Absolutely. Usually I'm like pretty good on like being able to tell due east exactly. Sometimes I find if I use like a compass, it doesn't quite get it right. I think it'll take a little bit of time to come up over the mountains. If you're like moon watching and you're at the ocean, the moonrise is like almost instantaneous as long as you have an open east view. So like say like the best place for like watching a full moon rise, if you ask me, in like LA proper, isn't necessarily even Malibu, it's San Pedro actually. And San Pedro has an open view to the east over the ocean, so you don't have to wait for it to rise over the horizon. It just comes like straight up. But I think the cloud cover is gonna get it a little bit today, but still be quite visible. Those hills are pretty much like no-go for hiking trails, unfortunately. It's kind of like surrounded by private property. Although I think I could probably just like go for it. Off trail. Maybe like another like 10-15 minutes. I might need like a hoodie to like block. But it's not too cold, it's just windy. Waiting for it. The other really great place, if you ask me, always for full moons in LA is the Angeles Crest Highway. Get up to about like 8,000 feet, but like think about the mountains is you're always waiting for the moon to come over the mountain. And of course, the best time to see a full moon is at the start of the rise, when it usually displays most of its color characteristics. And actually, I get a great debate about this going with a partner about if the moon is actually changing colors. I do insist that it does have like something special to it, that it's not simply, it's just like make believe, like Indian stuff, you know, hocus pocus about the full moons being different. They all display unique characteristics. Yeah, it's gonna be due east. Got another probably like 10-15 minutes at least.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because it's gonna come up over the mountains.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be so cold. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm helpful. Helpful and friendly. Sometimes I have good luck like running like time lapse on it. But I didn't get a full like outing today. Waiting for it. They got a little while to wait. I'm a little early, but gotta get parking. A cloud is just fascinating. So we're just like chilling. Boom. Eventually it'll come. This is the art of waiting. Beautiful view over here. There's another really great lookout too, like another 5-10 minutes up the road. But I think it should do, save the gas mileage. think we got another. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. When it comes though, it should be good. I think the one thing about like this spot is always the wind. You don't get quite the same like stability. Like, I mean, as long as if you had like tripod on the right and like a proper DSLR camera, as long as you like had like probably a sandbag, you could like have some confidence in like letting your camera run. Keep that tripod from blowing over. Eventually it will come. The clouds are a little bit of a factor, but not enough to block it. Got some nice colors going here. Yeah, I think I have to layer up. The clouds have the best pink. I agree. I think the clouds are matching. I mean, we kind of like woke up today and we were like, oh, because like this is like the first day now that this heat wave we're going through is like crested over. We're like, oh, there's clouds. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be humid today. But I didn't have my car to go like really like out of town to get like a proper like full moon hike going, and instead we're doing this today. I do agree though that it is a very pink colored skyscape tonight going on here. And this spot was pretty good. Unfortunately, not everybody cleans up after themselves, and like I think there's more. Somebody must clean this up periodically. I don't know if Caltrans does it, and then you got people with the tagging. At some point here, it's gonna pop. And everybody's partying down there somewhere over those hills. Got the Empire Polo Grounds. The world's biggest traffic jam. People are like, this is unconscionable. It's like, you're choosing to pay to go to something that you know is going to be jam-packed. Absolutely. And then you're complaining about it. I mean, I like how the news is covering it like a disaster. And it's like, I mean, I get it. Everybody wants to go see their favorite musicians, but you already know it's going to be extremely crowded. You can like just barely make out the Salton Sea down there. You can't see the Mecca Hills say so much under the Arcopia Mountains. Got some nice glow going on. This stick does not work quite like it should, but it still works. You get some really cool like night lapses up here of the highway. You get a long exposure of the vehicles coming up. Let's see. I think I just checked, so the altitude is now 0.75 degrees, so it's just come up over the horizon, and then it's got to get probably up to about at least 10 to 15 degrees to clear the mountains, so maybe another 10 minutes, and it'll hopefully break, and that should be pretty spectacular. And then, of course, you'll have the period from when the full moon comes up, nice and colorful until dark, and it'll start going overhead. So by the time I finish photography, get back down, get to the swimming pool, then dinner, we'll see if that happens. And then I've got the last episode of season 2 of The Rig to watch, if I can get control of the television. It's coming though. Nah, it's not Morongo. Morongo doesn't have a viewpoint like this. Morongo's really quite, I guess, enclosed is how I would describe it, versus some larger, more open expanses. I mean, you can see a feature there in the far right if you're really sharp-eyed. That would give you identification, but if you've ever been out here to the California desert, I mean, you would know exactly where I am. I think I'm pretty much like out of like, hopefully like the ridiculous harassment campaign that was happening using illegal means, which was not cool. But got the colors. It's coming. I mean, there's like wasting time, and then there's like really wasting people's time. I think another 10. Like, as good as I am, like, I could certainly, break out the compass here. It's always never quite predictable. Yeah, I mean, I like J-Tree too, but I mean, certainly like the low desert has some great stuff going on too. If you've never been to like Borrego Springs is amazing. Like, I mean, J-Tree is cool, right? But like, I mean, it definitely has gotten a little bit like too popular. I mean, like, the last time I was up there, I was using the 29 Palms gate just to get in, because the J-Tree gate and the J-Tree Park was just like slammed. It wasn't like Coachella levels of like traffic jamming, but it's definitely traffic jamming. So I'd like drive down to 29 Palms, go in the 29 Palms gate, and then come out later on through the J-Tree gate. And then if you've never been into J-Tree, into the southern end of the park, into the Pinto Basin is amazing. But right now they're working on the Cholla Cactus Garden trail, and the parking lot there is closed. But that's the best stargazing spot in Joshua Tree. It's further away, it's lower down. That is the place to go stargazing. If you go down to Enzo Borrego, the spot to go to is Blair Valley. Near the Peg Leg Smith Monument. lot more, you have more trails going on there, for sure. I mean, J Street's got some really good hiking, but like I almost thought Anza Borrego has better, like more difficult hiking options than what you get in J Tree. You can like some of like the more extreme like routing in J Tree is cool, but I think Borrego has better hiking. Is that it down there? No. I think that's it. There it comes. Yeah, you can see it. There it is. The clouds are taking away. Yeah. I mean, you really have to, I mean, if you haven't, there it is. So that's the moon. That's pretty cool. Got the colors breaking through. I mean, service is what you make of it. But, I mean, there's service here. I mean, you get zero service on Angeles Crest Highway. I think the clouds are mostly going to eat it up. I mean, later on, I think it'll clear up. But if you've never been to Palm Springs is cool. Got the cactus clouds going on. You can take the tram up to San Jacinto. Definitely a little bit of an underwhelm tonight, just because of the cloud cover. Regret coming up. Even with the clouds eating the moon like that was still pretty cool. Clouds ate it. I mean, I think I'd have to get a long ways, like out to shed the clouds today. I think later on, once it's like dark and like above, it's pretty sweet. So I might just have to go swim underneath it. I mean, last night it was really the moon night. Now the wind's kicking in. We lost it. It went into the clouds. I mean, like a tad bit darker and like higher. We should come back here. There's so much to buy. Nice and windy. I think I gotta head back down. I mean, maybe like another 10 and I'll break. Usually, like, the first shots are not the best necessarily. Especially with, like, poor visibility, like tonight. You see a little bit there, it's poking through. There it comes again. It's still cloudy though. Right there. Back into the cloud. Got the lights coming on down there. Got the glow. I think it shows you right. Even with the full moon and all that moon illumination, clouds have tremendous blocking power. And like this isn't even like heavy cloud cover. This is frankly a relatively light layer of cloud, and it just like ate it. Lights are coming on down there. It's a nice view. Got the glow tonight though. Quite beautiful. It's still buried in clouds. Coming up a little bit. There, you can see the illumination.
到了吗？
哦，在看夕阳吗？
Kind of broke there, but right back in the cloud. I wouldn't say like pink so much as like very yellowish tonight. There it is. There it is. it is a micro moon. Mostly cleared the clouds. I think in another like couple minutes it'll have fully cleared that little bit of cloud layer that's kind of obstructing it, and it'll be clear view. It's quite the sight though. Glorious. Never gets old. I mean, it's definitely, it feels a little bit smaller. Like, sometimes the moon seems really like super big, super big. Other times it's just a regular full moon. It definitely does feel a little bit like a micro moon. Have the same impressive size that you get on the moon's view. Not bad for 54 minutes. Hug the people who can't wait a little bit for this. And it's so magical. The wind let up for a moment. So I hope everybody's enjoying the view. People keep coming up. Now you can really see it. Gorgeous. Unless you do it at night. Or if you have the appropriate eyewear on, you can look directly at the sun, right? So like during solar eclipse, right? Everybody has their eclipse glasses. But you are correct, it is perfectly safe to look directly at the moon. It is not going to blind you. It's a gorgeous night though. And we've now fully cleared the clouds. And I'm sure everybody down at Coachella is going, look at the moon. They were saying that Far Side had everybody howling at the moon, and the only times when it's I'm like, I howl at the moon. Welding goggles are okay? Yeah, that's probably work. tell us about electromagnetic pulses from the sun, EMPs, and the cause in northern and southern lights? Last year, there was one night that it was so powerful that Gabriel was from Los Angeles. Unfortunately, I did not go over to see it. Amazing. That little cloud patch. A windsock or something? Yeah, I mean, it is gusty. I mean, it's hard to get perfect sound on top of, essentially a mountain. I've been up here before. It was even a windier blood moon. This is just a micro. I think it's time, I'm gonna call it. So, hope everybody enjoyed. And that is beautiful. It's time to head down the mountain. I got things to do. Get the cruise down. I mean, now my sound is good because I got out in the wind. Here at Brochella. Three, two, one. I'm out. Time to coast it. You're welcome. Through. It's, it's up. It's, it's up. Rolling. At some point, it's gonna pop into view here, I think. Maybe not. I think we're just on the wrong side of the hill. That was glorious, though. I can stop at the bottom, get another look of it, probably. And there it is, popping into view. I'm not quite on like movie making mode like I am sometimes, but almost. Wow. Don't be that driver. There's turnouts. It's always a reminder. Please use them. At some point here, it's going to go to double lanes, and I'm going to be out of this like a rocket. There we go. Thanks, minivan. Wait, Bernie's at Coachella? I can't believe it. I mean, I hope Bernie at least sings at Coachella. I'm not going to Coachella. Too much traffic. Oh my God. They need mass transit on that so bad. That's something, though. Everyone's like, "Ooh, Bernie Sanders!" Woo. It's kind of funny, but that'll do it, everybody. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Enjoy the pink moon. Don't overpay for Coachella, and stay out of jail. I'm out.